everybody, Linda Tracy here for Tuesday Tent Talks. I'm here in Sarasota, Florida on John Ringling Boulevard with John Ringling and Fred Tracy.
Welcome everybody, thanks for turning into another Tuesday Tent Talk. We want to take today and talk a little bit about the role that the circus had played in the tent industry where we are today. Obviously John Ringling with his circus and taking the big top, as we would know it as kids, onto the road. One of my first experiences with tents was we had a volunteer fire company that brought the circus in once a year, and they would bring this huge big top in and put it up and do the circus. And as a kid at 7 or 8 years old, seeing that circus come to town with that big tent really sticks out now that we've been in the tent industry 35 years and remembering that first tent. So if you get a chance, come down to St. Armand Circle and take a look. They've got a great sort of walk of fame, as you might say, to go over different plaques of people that had been in the circus. And some of the favorites that we saw as we walked around, Linda, what were some of yours that you liked?
So one of my least favorite was Arthur Concello. He is the one that's credited with taking the circus from a tented event to inside buildings.
So Arthur was really instrumental of doing some different things, of breaking down the tent and moving things, right? So maybe a modern day Scott Woodruff with the tent ox, but we're here at Tuesday Tent Talk, so we want to talk about tents outside. So he would have taken the circus, originally was in a standalone building, and then we took the circus and they put it onto the road and put it under the big top. And then what they did is the modern day sort of convention center, he was bringing it inside to an indoor building. So one of Linda's least favorite. But what were some of the other ones as we walked around the circle that we saw that we liked?
So famous one I'm sure everyone has heard of is P.T. Barnum. And P.T. Barnum is credited with the sideshow of having Tom Thumb.
So we like to talk about how he was instrumental in marketing the circus. So Camel had camels. So I like to feel that I have a little bit of P.T. Barnum in me as far as being a marketer. So one of my favorites that come to the top. Who were some of the other ones, Linda, that you saw out there? What's the modern day circus like? Who do we bring to? So let's talk about them a little bit.
So on the modern day circus, we have Guy La Liberte, and he is the founder of Circus Hollywood.
So Cirque was founded in 1984. They have shows all over the world. So we sort of look to them as the modern day circus performer or big top show. We like to say that. So, how did these people, how did these companies sort of affect the modern day circus? What would they have done if they had a straight beam structure or something? Would they do a structure in that? Would have made the whole look of the circus maybe a little bit different. So a lot of great people in the circle to look at as far as different plaques. Got a couple other favorites that we want to talk about. Another one, Linda, that we want to talk about?
One of the plaques here that is related to someone that Fred is a good friend of is the Coronis family from Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, and we hope to have them on. What a great, what is it, Hollywood Circus or Circus Hollywood? Circus Hollywood. If you ever get a chance and you see that, please look that up. A great show, fourth generation circus family, performed in the circus, and just a great show. And they've really gone through some hard times in 2020 with COVID, not being able to perform, still have some animals, still have performers that they have to pay. So we need to see if we can help those circuses. So if you see them, we hope to bring them up in maybe a future Tuesday Tent Talk. And let's end with one of my favorites and Linda's favorites. Linda's a word geek, really likes to study, big Scrabble player. So Jumbo the elephant, let's talk about that a little bit.
So Jumbo the elephant was brought here into the United States in 1882 from Africa. And the word jumbo is thought to be a West African word, which meant large or gigantic. And the name Jumbo the elephant really promulgated use of the word jumbo as being something huge that we use that word for today.
So can you believe an elephant had something to do, early on, circus elephant had something to do with the words that we use all the time, jumbo. 6 tons, I think he was when he came, 6 to 10, stood over 11 feet tall. We have another good friend that brought an elephant that was pretty famous in probably in the 30s or 40s from Connecticut. You want to talk a little bit about that elephant?
So Mr. Comerford from Comerford Circus in Connecticut, he told me that he was the first one to bring an Indian elephant into the United States, and he brought a baby elephant here, and no one even knew what to feed it or how to care for it.
So great little tidbit about the history of the circus and how it related to the tents. Hopefully we can bring you some more. So again, for Linda and Fred for Tuesday Tent Talks, if you've got a topic that you'd like to share or have us do on Tuesday Tent Talks, please email us at TTT We Make Tents for Tuesday Tent Talks. We'll see you next week on Tuesday Tent Talks.